Welcome to Epic Stock Due Diligence. Please subscribe at youtube.com/EpicStockDD. Thank you.
Hey everyone, Ed here. One thing I've always loved about the stock market is that political type items can definitely affect the way in which we all trade. And as we're all aware, the election just occurred in the United States, 2012 election. So we've got someone in office for 4 more years. So from a stock trader perspective, those 4 more years, it's going to drastically impact the way that we trade. Had the other candidate won, it would have been a different set of trading strategies. But what we're looking at now, and what you can see already since the election results were released, the stock market seems to be on a decline again. Now, a lot of people think, oh no, the stock market's declining, the Dow's going down, blah blah blah. It's a negative thing. Yeah, ultimately it is a negative thing from a day-to-day quality of life perspective, because people that have heavily invested, people that are dependent upon this money to fuel their retirement, to fuel whatever personal ventures they may have, that's bad. But from a trader perspective, for someone that has prepared for this, someone that's prepared now has the opportunity to potentially really get some bargain basement prices for some really quality companies. And not all penny stocks are quality companies, and I know that's the primary focus of this channel, is the the OTC markets. But consider this: we've got 4 years under the reign of the current leader. So during those 4 years, if the current trend continues, we're going to see a lot of what, unfortunately, we're going to see a lot of what used to be very profitable Fortune 500 companies tank. Now, as some of these companies tank, inevitably some of these companies will become delisted. And when these companies become delisted, I mean, there are some really cheap shares to be had. So my strategy as a result of the election is to kind of hold. Right now I'm in a holding pattern. I mean, sure, I'm still trading, flipping momentum plays here and there, but I'm holding out for some really good bargain basement prices for some solid companies, because inevitably rather, it will more than likely happen. So just something I want to share with everyone. Keep an eye on those really large companies, in particular the ones that are near a dollar, maybe just a few dollars a share, because more than likely a lot of those, once they dip below $1 a share, they'll have an opportunity to meet the listing requirements. And it varies among exchanges, but I think for the most part it's around $1 a share. And I'm thinking off the top of my head, is that Amex, American Stock Exchange? But anyway, once they dip below $1 a share, they're really at risk of becoming delisted and having to go to list on the over-the-counter markets. Now they do have options to get out of that, of course. You know, they can reverse split and perform some other actions rather that can enable them to stay listed on the big boards. But if they dip down again after that, they're in the same boat. So look for some really bargain basement stock plays as a result of this 2012 election outcome. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, feel free to check out my book if you want to. I've got a link within this video's description. It's called The Penny Stock Perfectionist, and it's available in the Apple iTunes store. So if you got an iPad, you may really enjoy reading it. Just some basic knowledge. Got a lot of pictures in it too, so feel free to check it out. And thanks for tuning in, and y'all have a good day. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. It's youtube.com/EpicStockDD.